Is that it? Are we there? Wait, is the music gone again? Or is it just because of the mode I'm in? Okay, no, the music's there. The music's there. Hello, hello. Hello over to YouTube. Hello to Twitch. We're multi-streaming again today. Oh, we have Bun Bun up. I'm taking a buffering. I'm sending a one last pass. How's everybody going? How's everybody going? It's Thursday. We're already over halfway done with the week. We're coasting into the weekend. It's been very warm. I've been very cranky. I don't like the heat. It makes me, yeah, it's just, I don't do good over like 75. Over 78, we're struggling. And I'm struggling to keep my room. My studio likes to hang around 80 degrees Fahrenheit, which is generally like 5 to 10 degrees hotter than outside, depending on how much sun I'm getting at the point of the day. It suffers. Oh, wait, my own personal sun. Hang on. Hello, tiny lamp. This is why it took me a second to plug it in. There we go. Yes, yes. Oh, goodness. I keep having to unplug. I have to reassess my outlet. I have to do outlet Tetris because I have a chunky plug for the lamp I use and a chunky plug for the desk. And then there's one other one that's really needs a lot of spice. And so when I redid my desk last time, I plugged everything in and I couldn't figure it out. I did something different this time. And I like have 2 outlets I don't have access to, and so I've been having to unplug my lamp to plug in the heat pad that I rest my back and drawing arm with at night, which is pretty vital for the health and continuation of art. So let's see, we're gonna save as a PNG, and we're gonna do work in progress. But this time when I plugged it in, the light bulb went off and I was like, oh, I need to unplug this one. And I almost unplugged it, you guys. I almost unplugged it. My knee-jerk reaction was to just switch the plugs and make the space, you know? And I was like, no, 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 no. And I followed it back and it was correct. It was the one directly to my PC tower. I would have unplugged the whole thing. My computer would have, like, literally just shut off. It would not have been good for anything. Possibly could have corrupted any art files I had open. So, really good. I double checked what that was plugged into. But that's also why I think I put it there. I thought that, it would, be noticeable. Like, I would remember, hey, don't unplug this one, which I did, but by putting it there, it also is like taking up more real estate than I can really deal with it having. Fortunately, my God, that's too low res. Back up. We'll try again. Little too crunchy. So after the stream's over, it'll be something I can go ahead and fix. Not a big deal. But not something I want to do once the stream's already started, right? Hey Argon Falcon, how's it going? Welcome in. Nittany. Welcome in. We got Deathlight. Argon Falcon asks, are you feeling better? Last time we talked, you were a little under the weather. Yes, I thankfully was able to get over that pretty quick, but I was a little crusty for a little bit. I still need to mute for a second to get up but it's, you know, we're good. It's nowhere near what happened. I think it was in December. I got sick and it was I think it was the Rona. And my voice was messed up for like 3 months there. I was frustrated. The warm makes you unhappy, feel your pain. Yeah, there's a certain point. I think I actually had to end the stream yesterday. I just got stupid. I was just like, too hot? malfunctioning. Then we raided a cute little critter. Oh my god. And then I just vibed to that in the background in my ear while I did other stuff. I kept trying to wait for my office to cool off enough to come back and work, and it didn't. So today it's cool. We're working for, I think, about 2 hours here. And then we'll see what I can get done. Yeah. All right, this is a good one. I want to send the customer a large enough one that they can see everything, but not so large that I'm just sending them a giant file for no reason. Art tip. If you make your art in like a 350 DPI resolution, and then when you're done, you downscale it to like 300 DPI, it helps kind of mask and blend some of the smaller imperfections. Like where I was starting to pixel fuck over here, you can't even tell. I'll show you where it's larger. We can go look, but I started to pick at the edges of this, and I'm like, no, no, no. And it's only chunky when you really zoom in. But from further back, I also made this one slightly on the smaller side too. Like, this is the resolution I would probably post to social media and the like these days. Yeah, just a little artist note. It helps kind of smooth out some of the things that you're getting lost in if you work in a higher resolution, and then when you're finished, you do it a second time. Uh-oh. All right. Did I save it? I did. All right. So we're going to go ahead, and then I'm going to Control Z back to the full res. Yes. Cool. Make sure we are indeed back at full res. All right, let's see. I might have to get up in just a second so I can turn the fan off. I just needed my space to cool down just enough so that we can draw here. Yes, it was a close call. Yes. It's not so crusty anymore. It was fun though. I think I started sounding real shitty, and so I just brought the sick model out for a second. It's cool. I actually really like the versatility of the 3D avatars that way, where it takes a long time to rig the art for 2D. They both have their ups and downs for different things they can do, and they're good for different things. But one of my favorite things about the 3D is that we can make fun little edits like that. Alright, give me just a second. I'm gonna turn the fan off. I think we'll be okay. I don't think I'm gonna BRB. I'm just gonna scamper. I'm gonna scamper quickly. I ran too fast. That's how you get the phlegm up, though. You gotta use the lungs, loosen everything up. Oh my goodness, Zay, thank you. Now I'm gonna keep. Oh no, Zay. Hang on, I'll get excited in a second. Alright, sorry. I had to move the fan and shut the door, 'cause puppos. Alright. Am I done dying yet? Maybe? Alright, hang on. I'm going to get properly excited. Oh my god, no. Okay. Do I have to resend it? No, I'm just too short. I'm just too short. What happened? I broke it. Alright. It's fine. Dude, 3 years next month. That is so long. That's like almost longer than yeah, that's a, dude, how long have I been streaming? It's gonna be like 4 years? Is it October or November? Or is it December? January? All the months. Every month. No, I think it was, because I got hurt right at the beginning of December. I rolled my ankle, and that's why I started streaming Subnautica, so I didn't go stir crazy. That's actually what got my butt over on Twitch and out from just drawing in the Gremlin cave. And actually, it would have probably been like January then that I got to the point that I could try to stream, yeah. One of your first 12 subs. Oh yeah. No, you've been there from the beginning, but I'm like, how, like, that's almost like, it, like, literally, that is within, was it before? I can't even, then 3 years this month? I don't know. I'll have to check. But yeah, no, that's crazy. Like, that's amazing, and I really appreciate it. Like, it's wild that I like, I get to upgrade my stream and add oh wait. Tits isn't broken, is it? Oh no. It's fine. It's absolutely broken. Pretty sure it's been like maybe 3 years this month. I'll have to look. Maybe I started the account, but I didn't actually seriously start stream. I don't know. What? Honestly, I've been through so much, it's really hard to remember. I feel like sometimes through some of those really hard times, there's just not, I don't necessarily remember all of it very well, and stress does that to you. So, I feel bad for not actually remembering the solid date. Like, I feel like that's something I should know. But things have been so much better now. And the fact that you guys have been here and supporting me along the journey, I'm not gonna cry. God damn it. Oh, you guys. Do I make a sad face? Can I be sad? They're sad. It just means a lot to me. Like, I love getting to share my art. I love getting to hang out and play games. And, like, I can't work what you would consider a normal job. And the fact that you guys support me doing what I can do is the literal fucking world to me. Like, I get up in the morning and I love my job. And not a lot of people get to have that privilege. And it's why I am, like, still doing commissions after 10 years. And I'm not, like, completely burnt out because I just, like, I love this so much. I love all of you guys so much for facilitating it. Like, it's amazing. I'm just doing the best I can as a little art gremlin. Yeah. No, it's been rough. Like, I was gonna be a welder, and I got sick, I wrecked my car, I lost my job, I lost all my retirement, like my 401k, all of it. Ah! But I was doing commissions, and when I got any money saved up, and I was like, I deserve things. I bought myself a tablet, and I bought myself Clip Studio Paint, and I bought myself a computer. And I chose to do this with my life, and you guys choose to hang out with me while I do it. So you're fucking awesome. Why is it always you? I don't know. Why is there a hype train? Twitch, I don't know. Twitch knows that. Yeah. Right? You're based. The welding bird. Noble gas bird. Yeah, it's awesome. It's why when I sat down and I realized that I didn't want to work and I was mad and I hated my setup and I hated my job and I didn't want to stream and I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm done. I'm like, what the fuck? What tantrum am I throwing? And I was like, no, I love what I do. If I'm feeling this way, then something else is wrong. Something else is going on. And I kind of looked at it and I was knocking my lamps over before stream. And I was like, then when my lamps fell over, they would knock my webcam over. And then when it knocked my webcam over, I was like, oh my God. And I'd set it back up and it would fall over again. And so like, I was in tears just for my setup before stream. It was pretty sad. And it's because I put like fixing my setup to last. Like, I didn't consider it making me money like drawing commissions is. So I like let it go to the side. And Atlas, I'm just gonna say shout out to Atlas because I was frustrated about it and he basically sponsored the week that I took in the beginning of June so that I could do all the stuff with my stream deck and start doing a lot of the stuff that I'm doing behind the scenes. And like, that kind of support is ridiculous. Like, I am a humble art gremlin and all I can do in return is my best. You know? Which is why we're drawing Lucii a third fucking time today. I can't. We almost got there. But the legs, like, it's not doing it for me. So, I think I took some other ones that I like. Hold on, wait, did I? Okay. Yeah. Alright, cool. I think I like this one better. Alright, so, alright. All I can do is turn pixels into magic. Yeah, I call myself a mixed medium wizard, because literally I've done so many different kinds of crafts in my life and experimented with so many different materials that I can sit down and make something out of almost anything. Like, my friends joke that they want me on their apocalypse team because I'm MacGyver. Like, it doesn't matter what I have. I can try to work with... Dude, if I got pipe cleaners and tape, we can go a long way. You're like, what do you mean pipe cleaners? Dude, underrated. Alright, you know? Duct tape is great in a lot of situations, but it's really hard to undo it. So, I would say throw some pipe cleaners in your utility belt. That and those Velcro zip ties. Like, you'll thank me. Not sponsored. I just live with those things. My setup was held together. It still is. And they're reusable. Zip ties are really frustrating. I only use them for art projects now. But it's crazy because it feels wild to just sit down and make something when, like, literally there was nothing there prior. And everybody's like, wow, how'd you do that? And I'm like, I don't know. I just did. Pipe cleaners and tape is the title of your autobiography. Duct tape, WD-40, zip ties, and tequila. The 4 horsemen of the job done good enough. That's fucking great. Oh my gosh. Well, choo choo, yeah. Let's open. What button did we all get the same one? Well, we all get the fucking button. The button panic. I don't like the button. The button makes me panic. No. Panic button. I don't like it. I like it floating on the screen. It's chill. Like, look at it in chat. Like, fucking chill button. Calm down. What do we do? Are we trying to, Dude, I can press those buttons so fast, though. Don't even. Like, oh my god, Legend of the Dragoon. Playing Legend of Dragoon growing up to, like, get the fucking magic little things you use, and the faster you push the button, like, the higher the power damage it does is. And so, like, you best, like, you play fucking... Don't face off with a fucking Switch game. What is it? Mario Party? There's like 1 or 2 of the games where you have to button mash. I'm like, don't, because they're short. I'm not button mashing hard. So I will unleash my button mashing capabilities. And everybody's like floored. And then afterwards, I'm like grabbing my wrist and I'm like, I'm done. I need like someone else. It's like, what do you call it? Like a legendary action or something. I got 3 uses and I'm done. I'm out for the day. You got gifted a sub? Hell yes. Well, thanks to Argon Falcon, who has like so wonderfully gifted so many subs. So it's amazing. Button mashing doesn't use the stack. You cannot respond to it. What? I'm not sure I understand. All right. So, here's my strategy for today with the art. I've got a new ref photo, right? I've got a new ref photo. I stood in my living room with a hammer and was like, okay, pretend you're talking to a cute girl and you just said something and inside you're cringing because it did not sound as cool as you thought it would. And bam, perfect pose. Button mashing doesn't use this. Oh, as in like you can't, there's no countering my button mashing capability. No, you're good. I got it once I got it. Sorry. So, in attempts to get Lucii to appear, what if we hide all the cute girls? And then we try to draw, like, you know, I was saying she's too nervous. She's too nervous to appear while I'm, well, there's so many cute girls. Too many bards being cute bards. All right. We're gonna just try to draw Lucii. Button mashing capability sounds like an adult punchline. Hey. Just like with mixed medium art crafts and all that jazz, there's a lot of skills that apply laterally. That's probably one of them. All right. I stood in the opposite direction from Lucii. You'd be afraid to try that one. You gotta... Because it's all about finesse. It's all about finesse. It's not about strength. No, this is dex. Okay, alright. Do I start from my Lucii sketch? Oh, God. Do you know the phrase, kill your darlings? Where, like, there can be, like, a part of something that you really like, and you just won't let go of it, but it's ruining everything. Do you know what that is? It's fucking, I'm struggling, man. It's this fucking hand. It looks so good, I don't want to let it go. I'm just like, it's so good. But with the way it's angled, it kind of forces a certain, like, it's drawn with her, like, tucked in. So it works, yes, but it also, I don't know, it's a really stiff pose, and I'm not a fan of it. And in every good pose that I have, it's angled differently. So I don't know. We're gonna just hide the layer. I'll save it. I don't have to get rid of it. So if I decide I might want to try it, I lied to myself. I deleted the other arm. So I'm trying to not. If I drew it once, I can draw it again. That's right. I just remembered I deleted the arm that I wanted last stream. When I told myself I could save this one for later. I'm like, lies! You said that last time and the arm wasn't there. Oh, shit. Alright, Lucii. Just gonna hide Lucii. We're gonna do Lucii number 2C. Lucii. Haha. Alright. Breathe in. Breathe out. This is gonna be the pose, you guys. This is gonna be it. And if it's not, I'm gonna quit art forever. I give up, and yeah, I'm throwing in the towel. After that whole speech about how art's my jam, if I can't pull this off, that's it. Can't do it. I'm a bad artist. I'm bad at art. Sorry, it really did. The shittiest part of being an artist is, like, just having to, like, can I just flip the picture? I don't want to draw the picture. Flip it. Flip it. Yes, there's a way to do this. Yes. 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 Haha. Alright. So that was really pissing me off. It was the wrong way. It's also way the hell over there. Hold on. I'm like... There we go. There we go. Alright, alright. Having the ref in my line of sight's also probably good. I don't want to copy paste the pose because I literally just slapped on a pair of jeans and a tank top and grabbed a hammer. This is not this is not modeling quality, but for the purposes over here. There are a lot of oh, they take photos to be used for pose refs. Like a Dorcas dog, and there's a few. I've started to try to collect a list on Blue Sky just so that I can go back and reference them. But a Dorcas dog comes to mind also because they just have a huge catalog from a long time. I've been using them for a long time. And then I think the other one is it TrueRef? I'll have to double check, but I love that they also have a lot of diversity in their models in body type. And like it's it's so nice to have. Oh God, and some of the models are just so good. Some of the poses, I'm like, sometimes I see the pose and I'm like, I need something that I can just draw to this because it looks so cool. I want to use this. It is an inspiring pose. The ones that come to mind first are like the ones that have, like she's got these like finger extenders on. And they're like these long spindly windlays. I like it. All right, so we got the leg going down here. Shoes, a bean for now, because I don't know. We're looking. Oh yeah, so the pants. So I put on the pants. It's like warm today. It's not hot, but it's warm, right? And so I put on the pants, and then I'm like trying to get ready for stream, and I'm just cranky, and I'm like, I don't understand why. I'm trying to get ready for stream, and I'm like running around, and I like sit down. I'm like, dude, I'm too hot. I can't get this to cool down enough in here. Why am I so hot? And I'm like, well, maybe if I wasn't wearing pants, I wouldn't be so hot. And I'm just like, oh, son of a bitch, why am I still wearing the pants? And I just like, all right. I had to team up with my arch nemesis, Pants, so that I could finally draw Lucii. Alright, hang on. We got the shoulder lines back up with the toe. So I need to bring this back in. Where is it? Yeah, it's close enough. And that's where the tip of the toe box is. And then this goes out a bit. I like to concept without a pose. And then I like to try to either mash a pose together out of refs or take my own ref of whatever portion of the pose I need. But I used to spend a lot of time just hunting for pose references. And instead of like, especially after AI, I'm just like, oh my God, I don't want to have to sit here and try to figure out like what's AI generated and not, because like that's not what I want to use for a ref. And I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of in the middle on body types. Like I'm average height. I have like a smaller chest, so it's not really in the way. And like I can easily like scale up and go, okay, add larger boobs to the figure. Or if I'm trying to draw a more masculine figure, it's easier to just ignore them. They're not like blocking so much. But I also don't have a good, I have to, I ask one of my friends sometimes, I'm like, how would your boob go like this? That's a real pal. I'm like, I don't understand at what, and like, especially early on, now I have a lot better grasp of it, but, it was just funny when I was trying to get a grasp on anatomy. I'm just like, that's what best friends are for. I really love photography, but it's not something that I'm like, I wouldn't call myself a photographer, but I've taken photos of about 3 different people at their request. Like, hey, you're an artist, like you probably have like a good eye. This is not true for everyone. Just because they're an artist doesn't mean like they have a good, I'm not good at certain things, even though I'm good at a lot of things. But I was like, sure, I'll give it a go. Nope, I forgot my fucking train of thought. I'm so sorry. I really try not to. Anyways, it's kind of nice being in this weird, like, it's easy to kind of figure out how to add or subtract volume to my figure, but I've also drawn a lot of other things, and I look and draw other figures. Like, so when I want to take some of the refs I like, and find something to draw to them. That's part of how I teach my brain how, like, other bodies' volumes look in the same positions or shapes. And that's how I can kind of translate it over to my own, is by already having some of the experience drawing those from actually finding references. All right, so we've got shooting star. All right, so we got, it goes like this. I'm good at photo composition. Oh yeah. So I'm also really good at, like, suggesting pose angles and stuff. I'm like, hey, turn a little bit, and then, like, you know, like, pull your shoulders back, and then, like, stick your knee out a little bit more to the left, and then, like, it's asking them to pull the proportions just slightly out. Like, in the photo that I'm looking at, my legs almost have like a swoop to them. Like, I looked at the way I was positioned, and the flow of I tried to have like a bendy, cartoony flow to it. I don't know how to explain it without showing it, but yeah, taking, like, if I wanted to, I could probably be a decent photographer. It's about where you decide to focus your time sometimes, and it's like, that's just not something I've had the time to focus into, but I'm really good at finding good angles and good poses. And, like, I don't know, I've been told years later that some of the photos I took were still favorites, and I was like, aw. Dude, why do my arms look so jacked? Oh, because it was my left arm? And yeah, no. Okay, I have a bicep. Sorry, it's a good picture for Lucii. She would, but Lucy's not super buff. We went over this. She's got the artificer armor. She's got the Iron Man suit. Skuttz, do I lift? I actually used to. I took weight training in high school, and I I took it with a friend, and we would literally, like, just one more, come on, Skuttz, just one more, and I'd be like, ugh. They're like, just one more, and I'd be like, ah, and I'd do it. I'm like, all right. They're like, all right, just one more, and we're like, ah, and we do it to each other, like, and so it was great. Actually, I have some crazy stories from that class too. I We did, like, this lung capacity thing. It was like we blew into, it looked like a weird, like, 2 liter or something, and it had, like, the little gauges on it. I'm probably misremembering at this point, but it was like a giant, like a big thing, and we blew into it, and it, like, saw how big our lung capacity was. And my friend, who's like half the size I am, like, both in stature and, like, weight, literally had the same lung capacity as I did, and we were both literally, like, just a tickle under the biggest guy, who was like 6'4" and, like, built like a fucking steakhouse. And everybody was like, what the fuck? And even I was like, what the fuck? Like, I imagined I could see that for myself, but I was truly impressed that my friend, like, could hold as much air as I could in half the frame. I'm like, bro. You two enjoy using your best friends to get a grasp on anatomy. Like, it's happened more than once. It's crazy sometimes. I'm like, yeah, I'm clear. I'm like, I need a drawing reference, and this is what I'm trying to draw. They are always super hype, and they just want to see what I draw out of it. Zay says, question, you know, I'm currently working on Baldur's Gate 3, but have I ever tried Warframe? Think it would be my aesthetic. You guys keep trying to get me to play Warframe. I'm pretty sure I tried playing Warframe and I liked it, and you're flirting with disaster. I think because some of the design, I don't remember if I got through the tutorial or not. I do remember it, I played it before I moved, and so I got the taste, the sweet, sweet taste. And then I had to put everything in boxes and then unpack it and then life. So once that happens, it's like I think I was watching Bleach too. And I didn't continue watching. It's like a hard reset when you move sometimes, man. But I'll think about it. I've been wanting a break from Baldur's Gate 3 for a second. Oh god, we got an incoming ad. No, okay, hey, I'm gonna do a quick 3-minute ad. I've almost chugged all of my water, so I'm gonna get some more, and we'll be right back. That's a good, I think I see what's going on with this. I love sitting and talking for a second, because if there's a spot I'm stuck on, I can fix it. But yeah, I used to do stuff back in high school, and I still have like pretty good muscle mass, but my wrist is bad, so my right hand is bad, and my wrist, I can't carry heavy stuff, so if I carry groceries, my left arm has to do all the heavy lifting. Like, left arm strength, right hand dex is the way I function. So, I actually, when I do work out, and I do my physical therapy, and I do lift weights, I have to do extra reps with my right arm, because I don't use it nearly as much, and I don't use it for lifting heavy stuff. You can see that my non-dominant arm is like almost like a third larger than my dominant. But yeah, I got some biceps, dude. Warframe has an 8-hour tutorial, you think? I don't know if I got through it. Lost the last 2 weeks to Warframe. Oh no. You got addicted your first time. I'll have to check it. Either of you in band or choir? I was in guitar. I took guitar class. That was the closest to band I got. That's why I could break my guitar out when we ran across the siren songs, or siren sailors and songs of siren. God damn it. I'm surprised I remember that much of it. And I was able to play a couple of chords. Unless you weren't talking to me, Calix. You train breathing? Oh, I like to sing. That's probably it. Oh, I like to swim. Oh, I like to swim. I was a little fish. You hold your breath, and then you go swim under the water. And then, of course, semi-competitive with friends, you gotta see who can hold their breath the longest under the water. And then, you know, there's also when you're at the pool and you want to see how far you can swim. And so you dive off the edge and you jump in, or you push and you just swim underwater as far as you can, because that's where you're the most aerodynamic. And then when you come up to the surface, you know, but like the longer you hold the breath, the longer you get to stay under the water. So I don't know. Between that and singing, that's probably it. Bro, I was just built for smoking weed. All right, we're going to slap up some ads real quick. 3 minutes. I'm going to go pee. I'm going to grab some stuff. You do it too. You're not going to be missing out on anything. I appreciate everyone who's supporting me so much, but we're not going to play the FOMO game during the ad break. So hydrate, use the restroom, grab a snack, say hi to your spiders, whatever you got to do. We'll be right back. Oh no, it's going. No, I thought I dismissed it. The motherfuckers. I'll be right back. We're doing this anyways. All right, we are back. Swimmer Skuttz. Yes, yes. Oh my god. Oh god. Okay, okay. So maybe we'll play Warframe. We'll see. We will see. But yeah, no, I used to. Well, okay, so I live in Washington, and Washington has a lot of lakes. There's a lot of lakes, a lot of rivers, a lot of places to go swimming. And like it's crazy. Washington is wild. Like it is one state, but if you go to the West Coast versus or not the West Coast. Yeah, no, the West Coast versus over the mountains, over east of the mountains. It's 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 in the rain shadow from the Cascades, so it doesn't get a lot of rain and it's much more like a desert over there, and so there's a lot more of the farmland and stuff that way. And it's like I would go out there. My grandma lived out that way, and we would go. It would take forever to get out there, and it would like well, because it was like a 3 hour drive. When you're a kid, that's a long time, you know. But like I'll wait 3 hours to see my grandma, like hell yeah. And it's like, oh, I would always know we were almost there when we would see like uh there's like this big like mountain hill, and at the top of it are all these like copper horses that they made out of pennies that they collected. And it's this whole giant art piece, like, and so whenever we would see that kind of roll up, we're like, oh, we're getting closer. And it was like that sign to the kid in the car trying to be patient that we were almost there. We were almost to grandma's. And oh my gosh. Actually, I put that on a mug. I designed a sticker about it. Oh, did I was doodling and I made a design, and it's a running horse, but when I doodled it, I was thinking about those days going to my grandma's and about the summers and just kind of all those good childhood memories that I had. And I definitely, if you guys want to check that out, that would be really cool. I'll have to. I didn't fix the link, did I? No. Tons of lakes where you live as well. Ooh, yeah. But it didn't matter if it was the pools or the lakes. I was a little fish. Um, but like, yeah. We would have to go swimming. Like everything over on that side of the mountains is really spread out. And so to go swimming after having to wait multiple hours, then if we wanted to go do fun things, we also had like a 30 to 45-minute drive to go do anything. It's definitely different. If everything feels very close over here on the west side of the mountains, and I am grateful, because I definitely know what it could be. But it feels like a lot of the cities around here have a lot of the same things. So like you don't have to go as far. You can kind of just go to the next city over and most things are available, and it's incredibly convenient. Um Boop boop boo doo boo doo. But yeah, no, I'm trying to think. Go swimming in the lakes, go swimming in the pools. But all my friends, not all of them, but like a lot of them lived on or near lakes, or um like there's so many lakes, like especially like oh my gosh. And it's like shit, you can just go to some of the parks, and there's like access to the river, and or there's access to the lakes, and like the state parks around Washington are like, it's one of those things where it's like they're like, hey, do you want to pay extra on your on your car for the state parks? And I'm like, you fucking bet. Like, especially when it's something where it's like I didn't have a lot of money, being able to go for a walk, it's like, yeah, nature. Actually, that's what I did one Christmas, in the worst of everything, and like any money that I had to go to bills, and there was like no room for presents that Christmas. It wasn't reasonable. And I ended up just we ended up getting a snack and just went out for a walk in one of the parks. And it was really nice because it snowed, and it was really peaceful because nobody else was out. And it's funny. It was the money I had, the Christmas I had the least money ever, but it was still like something that I treasured. Like, and I don't know. I try to have a really positive attitude. I don't think being sour gets you very far. I think being bitter and spiteful can be a powerful tool for making art sometimes. But if it's all you make your art for, it can be exhausting. It's why my art's powered with love. It's love, Tars, love. That's how you make art, Tars. It's love. I just love getting to share art so much. I don't want to not make it. Like, I was talking to somebody else about it. Like, to me, drawing is like breathing. Like, I can hold my breath for a little bit, yeah. And then it starts to get a little uncomfortable, and then you start to really fight with yourself if you're trying to hold your breath. And it's just like, that's like internally, like, I just feel like I'm going to combust. If it starts getting on like day 4 or 5 that I haven't drawn, I'm just like, existing. No. Make art. And then I doodle something and I feel better. I don't even have to show anybody either. But it's like there's just times where I just need to draw. And when people ask like, how do you get good at art? Like, that's fucking part of it. And it's really hard to learn that. When people are like, oh, you're born in art, they mean I'm fixated on art like a bone. And they like you don't understand when you wish you were as good as art as me, that you're wishing you were saying you're that dog who just wants you ball, throw ball, throw ball, throw the ball. Like, that is me with art, you know, if I were to explain that. So like, other people are like, wow, I can't get as good as you. And I'm like, it's because art is not ball, and you are not golden retriever enough to be an artist. No, I'm kidding. Anybody can be an artist. But if you want to get good, it takes dedication and time. And I think part of the reason I have that dedication and time put into it is because I'm addicted to making art, man, I guess. If I can't draw something, I mean, like, if they're out of anything, I suppose I'll take that, you know, very wholesome. But I literally it's something about it. I just feel like it's wrong. Like, I have to make art. It doesn't have to be pen and paper. I can paint something. I can, like, anything that vaguely qualifies as art, you know? It just, as long as I'm creating something and I'm having that feeling. Sometimes I feel that way, and that's why I took like those commissions this last weekend. I was like, it's too hot. I want to draw, and I literally am going to scream into, why is her knee and her foot pointing the wrong ways? Oh no. But it's just like, I need to make art, please. And so instead of moping that I couldn't draw because it was too hot, I'm like, what can I do with what I have? And I'm like, cool, I can take my laptop in the living room. It's cooler in there. And then I will try to see what I can do. But it's my dedication to it that's part of why I'm so good. Like, I don't put it down. Like, after I moved and I stopped with Bleach and I stopped with Warframe, I did not stop with drawing. Drawing was the first thing to come back as soon as everything got back together. Partially because, you know, it's what I do for a living, but also, like, I need art to live. Like, I do art for a living, but I need art to live. Do-do-do. Beady-beady. Alright, Lucii. Let's see if we can... Let's see if we can do some justice here. We're getting there. We're getting there. Still not happy with this arm. I think I'm gonna have to fuck with. But we're getting with the rest of it. Alright, so we've got this lined up here. Back of her head should go out that far too. So that means I drew her face too small. Or her head too far forward. It's alright. It doesn't have to be perfect. I think sometimes obsessing about matching the pose 100% can get a little stressful, right? But you don't always have to make it one for one. So part of it is what? This is too high. Do 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 do. All right. Oh my gosh, I have a hot take. I think to each and everyone their own art styles and whatnot. But I have one beef. I have one beef with VTuber designs. And it's that I feel like a lot of them fall into the trap of moving the chest very high. And so you go from... What is going on? And so you go from shoulders down to boob very quickly. And, like, I guess it means you can fit face and booba in screen easier at the same time. But anatomically, to me, it always feels very crammed up very high. And then I find that I tend to draw my chests up too high. Just because that's what I've been seeing a lot. I'm like, wait a second. And then it's when I pull a ref out, I'm like, oh shit. There's like a bigger gap between the top and the boob. Alright. And then... And like, not that I think some of them are a little busy, but that's about it. That's my complaint. I don't think that it makes any of them like bad. I just think objectively I would like to see some more designs where the boobs are placed a little more realistically. As a booba lover myself, I'm not judging the jiggle. I'm just saying, is it possible sometimes to accommodate a little more space? It gives more, the décolletage, it gives more room to explore in this area. But like, that's why I love room for multiple VTuber models and VTuber artists and that kind of diversity and stuff, because I don't think it's I'm not going to tell somebody it's wrong if it's stylized, because it's intentional, because that's what they think looks good. And it's like, yeah, I probably draw shit people look at and they're like, that's Skuttz, that's not how that anatomy goes. And I'm like, I know, but that's what I think. I like this. This is fine. This is intentional. This is a stylistic choice. And I think that there's always room for that, as long as it's not there are the times where people are like, it's stylistic choice, and it's like, maybe not. It's like, that's okay. But there are plenty of times where people have been like, oh, you made her legs so skinny it doesn't look like that could support her body weight. I'm like, hey, bro, have you seen fucking horses? Those things look like they're gonna break when they walk. Like, they fall over and I'm like, no! I fell over. No! Da, 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 da. Tons of lakes. I love lakes. But what's in the lakes? Is it friendly swimming lakes or is it scary lakes? Because Florida lakes and Washington lakes are two different lakes. I'm not going near the crocodile water unless I have a chicken snack for offering. No, I don't need pet alligator on the stream. It's fine. Speaking of lakes, Minnesota has about 1,000 lakes, though half are just interconnected swamps. Again, alligator question. Itasca is worth a visit, though. Headquarters of Mississippi. Bring bug spray. Oh no, I will be eaten I'll be eaten alive. Please explore Booba as much as want. Am on board. Yes. No large water predators. Okay, all right, I'm on board. All right, so we gotta have this stick out more and then come back in down more. Did I go out too far? It's damn. 100,000, not 1K. Oh my god. Sorry. I'm so bad with numbers. Dyslexic as fuck. Like, I look at that and I know that that's what you meant, but I'm so sorry that that's... My brain saw the large... Oh my god. This is why I triple check my math. Ow. And stab myself in the eyeball with my glasses. All right. Yeah, no, actually, I do want it popped out like that. Okay. So then if I get rid of the middle, hold on. Let's get rid of the middle and just look at the silhouette. I don't know why I'm struggling with this pose so hard. So if this is a head height, that's 2 head. That's 3. That's 6. You can't see what I'm doing. That's about right. Okay. That's about, okay, so she needs to be a little bit taller. We've run into that problem I said. So this is where, okay, I'm doing the thing where I'm looking and we got one head as a measurement, right? And we're doing this. I got 1, 2, 3. So I measured the head and I went 1, 2, 3. And then I went, okay. And so I measured from here to here and I check it again. And so we get 1, 2, it's 3 heads down. But I'm doing this with my fingers on the tablet, and so you can't see it, right? And so now I'm trying to figure out if the knee's there. I'm measuring with my fingers again what the head is. It's 1, and I got like 2. Need like 2. And it should be divided kind of in like a this. Okay. No, I did it on the wrong fucking leg. Sad. Alright. I'll undo all my work, as long as you understand. Don't DMCA my ass, please. You don't want to pet water doggies. I don't like it when the carp touch my legs in the water. I like swimming until the thalassophobia sets in, okay? The second something touches me in the water, I'm out. It's Minnesota. You think the lizards can survive the winter? Oh. No, fair. Oh, Minnesota, eh? Let's see. Yeah, you want to pet the swamp puppies too. Just wanted to throw... No, thank you. I really appreciate it. Your lakes come with a creation story too. Oh, Paul Bunyan and his giant ox named Babe. Yes! Legend says that one day Babe got loose and ran wild across Minnesota, carving up the land and creating the lakes. This sounds like me. Fun fact about Booba from a Ghibli's Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. The reason why our main lady had biggish boobs was for her to give comforting hugs. I suppose. Did I toggle on an angry face or something? Yes? No? I guess Skuttz is just angry today. Sorry. Skuttz, why are you so angry all the time? You love the Paul Bunyan and Babe stories. I would love to look into them. Wasn't it him wrestling with Babe that carved all of them out? Maybe. You had a picture book of the stories when you were a kid. It was almost absurdist. There's a few different stories. It's like Chuck Norris jokes. Oh, okay. Yeah. You remember there was a story about making Paul pancakes and the cooks had a giant skillet and that they would grease it by wearing giant butter as ice skates. I remember seeing this image. I swear to God, did I have that book? I swear I saw it at some point. Yeah. I think I know what picture book you're talking about. How did I get my leg to do this? What? This is, I took the reference. Okay, A. This needs to go in more. And the knee is here. Let's erase the middle part because that's fucking me up. And I learned that the foot reaches out to about here and it's 2 heads down. So it goes like this. So we get, it's time to wait a minute, I'm precious now, we know. Drawing kobolds, that's what I'm gonna do. How about you? I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I don't know. I always end up singing little ditties to myself, and it's just funny. Okay, so a friend had a party. They're like, let's do karaoke, and I was like, yeah, let's do karaoke. And I need a fucking list, man. I should have gone to my karaoke list that I made on, why does it looks like a bean? I should have gone to the karaoke playlist I made here. Because I was just like, oh god, what do I do? And they're like, oh, do Pink Pony Club. And like I hadn't warmed up or anything, and so like the vocals were really, really hard for me to hit without like having warmed up. I can hit some of the high notes. I was like, okay, cool, I can do this. And I was like, oh no. And then I wasn't as familiar with the lyrics as I thought, and I was just like, oh god. And then so I just started replacing stuff with kobolds and singing about drawing kobolds, and everybody was laughing. I'm just like, when in doubt, when in doubt, just replace lyrics with kobolds. And I've done it before on stream, and I did it when I did karaoke night the one night, and it's just like, I don't know. I think it's because I listened in Seattle. They had KZOK had Twisted Tunes, and it was a bunch of parody songs. So I blame Bob Rivers and Spike Jones and, oh god, I'm forgetting one. Was it Bob, Spike, and Joe? So it was Joe, but I don't remember his last name. But that was a huge, hilarious influence on me growing up. I was just like, oh my gosh. Some of them were a little raunchy, sure, but it was just like that wild improv kind of feel to some of them. And I was like, okay. And so I think that's why I'm like, I like to have fun with it, especially if you're already struggling. Like, you know, you're not doing... That's a good shoe. All right, we're getting somewhere. Lucii, the Doocy, she's on the case. Not right now. She's like at probably some sort of negative 2. Why does this looks like my foot's broken? What'd I do? Who does this? How does this... What the fuck am I trying to draw? This does not look like the leg goes this way. It should be like... What did I do? What? No, this literally doesn't look like it should be physically possible. What the fuck did I do? I'm made of rubber. Okay, so let's see if we can figure out... Okay, so I think I made her a little bit too tall. And so we're doing a little bit of a struggle where I'm trying to cram stuff down here instead of making room for it. Yeah. Alright, so this is part of it. I'm not giving myself enough room. Alright, because then... There we go. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Stretch! Oh, thank you so much for the stretch redeem. Drackroth. Pizza might be here. Ooh, pizza sounds good. When in doubt, make it funny. Yeah. I mean, if you're bad and you take yourself seriously, people are gonna cringe harder than if you're bad and you're not taking yourself seriously and you're having fun with burger time. No, not the save button! God damn it, you're right. Thanks, chat. Why? It's a double burn because I want the burger, and then it's just a reminder that I've been fucking flirting with disaster and haven't saved for probably the last 30 minutes. Burger save is the best. I'm glad you guys enjoy it. I thought it would be... I definitely know how to troll myself. Like, oh, you want a burger? Yes, yes, I want a burger. Too bad, remember to save, bitch. I'm like, oh, fuck, you're right. Thanks. I love it. I'm glad you guys enjoy it. It's a fun way to bully me, but also it's useful. Oh, man. Why is it like this? It's because this is the heel... You guys. Alright. That's okay. This part doesn't have to be perfect right now, but I think we're getting it. Because we got the leg here. I guess the knees? What the fuck? How did I twist my leg like this? Like, this is the line of how it goes. Who built me? I wish I was fucking kidding. This looks wrong. But it looks like... What did I... What the fuck? Is this why I hurt all the time? What the... Alright. The more I fucking try to fix it, the weirder it feels like it looks. Alright, so we got... This goes down. We get the dip in. We get a little bit of a whoosh, and it comes out to the pant leg. But the pant... Yeah, dude, this is baffling me. Because you've never done a lot of work without saving before. Nope, wouldn't know about that. Yeah, no. Gosh. I mean, I wish I could... Bootsy always reminds me over on YouTube, but she doesn't have a burger to launch at me. Maybe what's wrong is that they're not a kobold. Ooh, maybe. Wait, is that... Hey, are you trying to say I'm secretly a kobold? Is that why I won't show you the reference photo? Because that would reveal I'm secretly lizard? Would you love me if I was the lizard? Add to the bold army. Secretly. Why? You know what? We're putting this down. I'm putting the foot down. We're just going to leave it alone. We'll come back later. We're getting the rest of the pose together. I do like it. This one definitely collapses into almost nothing. We have some wrinkly pants that comes down. We get more wrinkly pants. I think they still need to be down. Let's use the transform. Let's use this guy. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer. Okay. Yay, lizards. Ooh. Alright, you guys. So, my birthday is coming up in September. And I'm hyped. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be on a Sunday. So I might either do a Saturday night stream and we stay up till my birthday, or maybe I will do a Sunday stream on birthday day of. So we will see. There we go. This actually, this looks a lot better. But yeah, it's always fun to hang out. We'll maybe do like some karaoke for a little bit, do some games, maybe do some, I don't know, it'd be fun to do some like freebie doodles or something, like something lighthearted. Not a ton, but like maybe we could throw it in as like a chat reward or something. Very normal about lizards. I'm very normal about kobolds. Nice to meet you. Think what I'm wiggling at is the foot is way more rotated than my ankle would be able to do. It feels like, here, I'm gonna crop this. I'm gonna crop this. I'm gonna show you. Like, this looks crazy. How do my leggies do? How do the leggies do that? Sorry, I'm blocking it with my hand. Is there a way? Do 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 do. Yeah. I don't know what this is gonna do. Fine. What? Oh my god. Okay. It's interesting. No, why did it erase my... Wow. This is dumb. Here. You know, it'll be easier. Sorry, there's a... No, wow. This is horrible. I'm just going to send this to my... Jesus. I don't want you to see my pile of stuff that I'm sorting. I'm sorry. You just can't. No, it didn't. Fucking fuck. Can I do there? Thank you. Okay, cool. Wow. That was dumb and annoying. Do 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 do. All right. Cool. So now that's there. Now I can send it to myself. But yeah, these leggies, it might actually help me see it on the page too. It's another reason I'm doing this. No one can stop me. What? Pizza needed another 5. But you're here now. Hell yeah. If you don't cut the pizza, then it is only 1 slice. I mean, Costco gives you 1 slice of pizza, but it's definitely like 2. Spork says also, you're a hoarder, don't worry, Cobalt Instincts. Yes, give me all the lizards. Yes, Argon, you can eat a single pizza sliced size of pizza. No one can stop you. Yeah? Somebody probably should, but you're safe and alone with your caloric crime. Oh my goodness. Alright, alright. We are coming here with the weird leggies. I need to actually trace my own legs so I can see what is going on. Why is my leg like that? Why is my leg like that? Alright, so hang on 1 second. I'm gonna blur out my mess. These guys have to just deal for just a second. My eyes. Do 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 do. Yes. Sweet dreams are made of bees. Who am I to disagree? I just like to sing this song every time to say something different. Sweet dreams are made of geese. Are we just erase it? Oh yeah, there we go. Here we go. Here we go. Just can't see my junk. Like, what the fuck is up with my leg, though? What if I just put my legs on Lucii? I'm also trying to see if getting the... It's like all my craft shit. Like, I have... I probably should have took the picture in front of a a better background, but I rotated for good light instead. All right, where's my... That's the chair, that's my knee. That leg's not the problem, though. Well, now it looks weird. We're just doing all of it. It's just a fucking PNG now. God damn it. I started doing, and now I can't stop doing. Alright, that's fine. But, so I have a bookshelf, and I just, like, over the years started a bunch of craft projects, and, like, then, you know, had to move, lose where the project is, all this other shit, right? And so, I'm finally, like, taking them and, sorting them back into what they're supposed to be. Alright, here's my screen again. Wait, let me make sure I grab the right thing. Yeah, it's just my leggies. So, I deleted the bookshelf because it's just a bunch of shit I need to sort. This is flipped the wrong way. Do, 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 do. Like, how does this work? Like, you think it look, but then you, so I'm gonna draw over it and try to see what the fuck is going on. Because it comes over here, we got the wrinkles in the fabric, comes down, we got the wrinkles in the fabric, we got shoe. We got, oops, I fucked that one up. If you ever need to break down the shape of something to figure it out, I do this when I feel like I'm like, what am I missing here? What am I struggling with? What am I not understanding? So then it goes here. We got pants and then a foot pointing in the other direction. Does that look weird? Why does it look weird when I drew? I think I over tilted it just a little bit. So this has got a little bit. All right, let's see if we can fix this. Sometimes translating the shape into lines is easier. You multi-fat and clogged with cholesterol. I mean, YOLO. How did I do that? My ref leg looks just like my original drawing. What did I do? What do you mean? The one I traced, or like before I traced it? I did actually get really close. What the hell? Well, I mean, wait, did I already fix the foot? No, I undid that, huh? Yeah. I got really close, wow. Wait, where's crotch to crotch? Yeah, the legs are still a little bit too short. Oh, that's so close. That's actually really crazy. What the fuck? I'm a bad artist, and my art is bad. Draws legs almost exactly. Oh my gosh. Skutt's dying of cringe. No, it's just why I'm joking. Like, you can have bad art feels, but it doesn't always mean that your art's bad. That's fucking wild, dude. Wait, so what happens if I take the one that I traced over and I put over here? How close is this to this? I have to hide this, though. 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 I have to hide this, though dude. I went and made them just, okay. So I drew the feet too small. But like, that's really close. That's pretty wild. How did I do that? Part of it was measuring from here. I found a part where everything kind of lined up. The shoulder lined up with the tip of the foot. And then I measured how many distances of the head it was down. I got really close proportionally, but the whole, like, artist squinting, one eye closed, tongue out, using the pencil and their thumb to, like, pinch or squint or, like, keep a marking, and then, like, putting it up against the ref in the air and then putting it up against the page. That's real. That works. It's you keep stuff to scale. But yeah, no. And then I was paying attention to the negative space, so the fact that it dipped, like, I paid attention to, here, I will use a different color and we'll do it on a different layer so I won't be a goof like I did last time. But basically I picked that the head, like, this was a good line where the toe stopped about there. So it was like, that was kind of my guideline, was guesstimating between how many heads there were, and then using, like, a frame of, okay, so on the other side, on the arm, I guess. I got moused feet. Oh, that's why it pissed me off, because when I hit revert to original, it undid when I flipped it. I would like it stay flippy. Thank you. No, there ain't no rest for the wicked. Nope, it didn't unflip it. I unflipped it. I'm dyslexic as fuck. I can't even tell when my picture's backwards or forwards. Ah! It was not backwards. I'm looking at the same picture faced the same way, and I was like, yep, that's backwards, and I flipped it. It's amazing. This is really interesting. So, part of me wants to just use this, right? Because there's nothing wrong with that. I literally took my own ref photo. Those are my legs in my pants. And, like, I took the photo. So, like, that belongs to me. And there's nothing wrong with tracing over a picture that you took yourself, and using it for a reference. What I will say, and the reason why I won't use this for that, is that it never teaches you to critically think and figure out how to do it yourself. So when you don't have a reference, you never learn how it's built. I still don't understand how my leg is bent like that. Like, what? Because, like, this is the front of my foot. And then, like, my knee is right here. And then, like, that's my hip. And it's going, like, this? Am I wrong? Am I not seeing something? But that's why you take ref photos, because I never would have understood how the leggy have a bend. I'm just a Stretch Armstrong. Alright. Cool. So, what did I learn? It needs to be a little bit longer. Yeah. It's helpful for comparison, though, to kind of see where I can do better. So now I'm going to go ahead and try to make those... Well, okay, I'll kind of show you what I'm thinking then. If it's magic, I'll show you the magic. So I'm now looking... Okay, so this doesn't actually go straight. It goes kind of down. Oh god, why am I sticking to the screen? Where's my glove? Oh no. Oh god, where did my drawing glove go? I suppose it's... Oh, I found the backup. I found the backup. I have not cut the fingers off of this one, have I? I have not cut the fingers off of this one. We're gonna cut the fingers off a brand new glove. I still want to draw, but I'm sticking. I don't want to stick. No sticking. Alright, cool. Maybe I shouldn't... No, I don't like it. I don't like my fingers being enclosed in the glove. I've tried this. There are 2 other gloves. I cut up those gloves. Oh, because my hands are too big. Even when I get the size large. What did I do that I didn't hate this? Oh, shit, I just cut the... Oh, okay. So, I have to cut the whole finger off? I really hope I don't ruin this glove. I feel like I felt this way every time I've cut one of my drawing gloves. I'm having more anxiety than just, like, using art supplies. Okay, cut the glove. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I cut off so much of the glove. I don't remember cutting that much off last time. It's fine. Oh, that fits so much better. God damn it. Trust the process. Okay. Ad starts. Hold on. We're snoozing. We're doing a long ad, so it leaves us alone for an hour. I'm tired of this. Oh wait. Oh no, I only have... Yeah, I only have an hour. We're doing an ad and we're doing one more hour. All right? Hang tight, everybody, and we'll be right back. I'm going on one more break, and we're going to continue for the last hour of the stream. All right, cool. Yeah, as soon as I stepped away, I realized I forgot to eat today, and it was like 5 p.m. and I'm like, oh, and my coffee hype is crashing. All right, so we're on a different layer. Oh, so I was gonna explain what I was gonna do. So now I'm trying to look at where I don't match up and what I can do differently. It's funny because I think this center line's about right, but here I go off a little. So if I just kind of keep to that inner, like, erased out part, that's like actually pretty in line. And then I just kind of look at what point it drops off. And so I'm kind of looking at this negative space here. And I also need to bring the foot down a little bit more. This one, on the other hand, is about in a good spot there. And the toe box needs to come down just a bit more to here. And then we have, like, the front of the shoe, and that kind of has that dip to the heel. So trying to capture that. And then I think that makes up the difference of, like, this part's really close here. It kind of goes down at a, not quite a 45-degree angle. And then you just kind of get the toe box that comes out. So I tried to replicate that. So here needs a little bit larger. Like, this is kind of where the toe box is on that one. And it still goes out a little bit further. Alright, and then this actually has to go back a little bit further. But I kind of got the angles right there. And then this kind of needs to go. They're being a little bit more angular and funky. That's fine. I'm just kind of trying to approximate where stuff's at. And then I was trying to bring the crotch down just a little bit more. And then, let's see. This went out and up a little bit more here. I'm curious to see how much of the rest of the pose lines up, but I don't wanna. Bruh, I picked, like, the rattiest t-shirt I won't throw away that's like 10 years old. But one time I was wearing, I got rid of all of them and I stuck them in a bag, and I'm like, I don't need to have a shirt like this with fucking holes in it, dude. You know, like, I need to let it go and make room for other stuff in my like wardrobe. And so then I only had the nicer stuff and things that I like really liked and things like that, you know, trying to do a good job. And then I fucking cleaned the toilet. I bleached the toilet and I had nothing to wear that, like, I didn't give a shit about. I was like, oh my God. So I saved one ratty t-shirt for cleaning the house. And for some god-awful reason, I decided that was the most Lucii vibe of the shirts I had. I was like, well, okay, well, I don't have overalls, but I have a pair of jeans and a fucking tank top I'd work on a car in. And so that's what I put on. So, like, I don't want to share the ref. It's so fucking hilarious. Like, I would have picked a different shirt if I'd thought about, like, actually sharing the image. But, sometimes if I am taking a ref, it's like closet cosplay, you know? I won't, like, dress up, but if the character's wearing a skirt, I'll try to find a skirt kind of that length or the flow. It's just kind of fun. All right, so this goes down in one smooth line. I don't understand how. How? I don't get how it does that. I don't understand it. I still don't understand it. Wait, but it goes out more? Hold on, it goes out more? Because it goes into... This foot goes here, so it has to meet... So is the leg is not thick enough at all. So we're going to go to the outside. This is how I utilize this drawing stuff, by the way. I did it down here with this foot too. Sometimes I can go on the outside of something and take that shape, or I can take the inside of it, and it gives me some flexibility in what I'm carving out of it to choose to keep. And so I tried doing the leg on the inside here, where I'm following the sort of like I'm using my sketch as a line art, right? And now instead of really doing too much to change this, I'm going to go on the outside of my sketch, and I'm going to use that same line to guide my sketch, and now I have something that's more what I need. But I didn't have to redraw this under sketch. That's why I do these thick blobby lines like that instead of doing the circle, 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 circle. Like, I can't, there's too much noise there for me to carve stuff out of. But when I have this sort of thickness here, it allows me to go, okay, does this, like if somebody's asking me to make the boobs bigger or smaller, like that's a small booba, and then this would be a big booba, like utilizing the positive or negative, like the inside or the outside of, like, does that, oh my god, did I just give, I should have thought about where I was drawing things. I'm drawing the legs, and I picked, I already shaped, there's no, ah, what did I just do? Oh my god, why am I not hearing, hold on, I'm not hearing the alerts. What's going on? Why is there no alerts? Why are there no alerts? Does that fix it? Oh my god. I heard it quietly. It's going through my monitor. Sorry. All right, I will save. File save. All right, now I should be able to hear everything way more clearly. I would hope. Thinking ahead's overrated. I'm testing a yeet. Hang on. All right, yeety baby. Boom. I didn't hear any sound again. Did you guys hear sound? Hold on, where is the system broken here? No, it says certain on your end. So it's going to OBS. Why is OBS not coming to me? Hey. I'm so happy. Dun, 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 dun. Came out. All right. Graphics. Let me just close it and restart it. Sometimes it just do. Oh god, I've got so many. Hold on, let me close. My legs. I don't think I need to save this. Do not save. Bootsy hears sounds. Everybody else hears sounds. Why no sounds for Skuttz? I want to hear when the sushi sploots. Yeah, OBS is selected. What if does it choose both? Okay. So if I can hear both? Please, I just want to hear when people throw stuff at me. Why did I hear that on my external? Is it coming through my monitor and not through my computer? But everything says go through my headphones. The tech gods are not smiling upon me this day. We one more yeet, and then I'll put the problem down. Alright, that kind of worked. It was very quiet. Why is it quiet? Does that fix it? Did I find the fuck up? Ooh. Yes, yes. Alright, I found it. The volume on something was turned down. No, I still can't hear you. Well, I can. It's very quiet. That's interesting. Alright, we're gonna put that one down. Doo-doo-doo. I got... There we go. Unless I have to tap the... Let's see. I'm not really sure. Does turning the music down help? This is, I swear. Yes. Okay, my music was louder than the... Okay. Alright. Stuff can only be so loud in my headphones, I guess. Alright. No, come back here. There we go. Alright, so let's see. The last one we've got, this kind of came in and then it goes almost straight down. And then we got the scrunkle there, because that was really close. And then the crotch was like over a little bit more, which works for Lucii, I think, for going like... She's like... leaning back like this, I guess. Ow! Alright, I won't do that one. Alright, and so that's a little bit lower, and then this also goes out parallel with this side. So this one went down like that, and I'm going to try to go parallel up and scrunkle into the top. The hell? This is still so weird. Alright. And then I'm going to take this sketch again and just see. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like, that's where people, I think, start going too hard with it. And it's okay to, like, exaggerate some of the shapes. Alright, so I overcompensated some, didn't I? Was I closer before? I don't know. Do-do-do. It doesn't look as weird. Although, it feels like this should go over a little bit more. I'm on the wrong layer. Oh, I moved it. I switched them. That's what messed me up. Alright, cool. I like this a lot more. So, I don't need this to be perfect. I just needed it to be close enough for me to work with. And that's where I don't think you should get hung up in making stuff match perfectly. I'll go back to the source and be like, okay, well, what's the shape here that I liked, that I wanted to capture, and what is just kind of noise that if I get it, I get it, but otherwise, you know, I can bear to, like, let these things go. And this is also, I think, I don't know, this feels like a huge difference than where I started when I didn't have a good ref for the pose, but I also didn't have a good pose. And I didn't have a good pose ref. Like, I was wearing a skirt and I couldn't see my legs, and it was just difficult. And so I took photos in pants and I didn't like that pose. And I'm like, it's not the worst, but like I feel like I can find something that's like more awkward, more better. And all right, I like this sketch. Hold on. We might just be going straight to Lucy's second sketch here. Hold on. So every time I'm like, all right, what's wrong with this? Okay, cool. It's because I can't see her feet. And then when I started to take, well, I guess it was mine. I was like, let me put on a pair of shoes. Let me put on a pair of pants. Something that mimics the outfit she would be in just enough. And then I'll see how to do, she'd probably have like a utility belt and stuff, right? But I want to add that after. All right, and honestly, I have someone in mind, and I still didn't do this big enough. I don't know if it's just ask my friend, hey, I need a ref photo. Can you do me a solid? My boobs are too small. I need to know what these ones would look like. Those are the friendships I have. Those are the true ones. They're like, just show me the pic when you're done. I'm like, yes. This is funny. All right. I think I did. Okay, so hips. Yeah, that disrupts the shape so much. In the flow here, let's bring it up just a little bit. Because then this will go down. We'll do, looking at what my tank top does. The tank top can do this. The tank top can do this. I can still just ask my friend for titty pics. It's fine. Sorry, my first thought was like, aw. And I'm like, that's fine. They do it anyways. No, it's just, like, for fucking real, though. It's not even... Dude, it's interesting because people think, like, if you just see somebody naked all the time, that they're like, oh, it gets, like, oh, horny. And it's like, no, actually. Like, when naked is the normal, it's no longer erotic. I think part of the reason nudity itself is seen as inherently sexual so often is because we basically corner it over into those areas. But eventually it's like, no, like, bodies are just bodies. Things like sexy outfits or lingerie that are like obviously decorated and in a certain vibe then become much more appealing than just being fucking naked, dude. That's just nature. Normie woes. My boobs aren't big enough. I'm not pretty. Artist woes. My boobs aren't big enough. I can't use them as a ref. How do they squish? No, I literally couldn't hold my own hand for one photo. And so I asked a friend, I'm like, will you hold my hand for a reference photo? And they were like, yeah. And then we got a couple, and then they're like, cool, show me when you're done. And so I was like, yeah, look at that. And they're like, oh my gosh, that one's my hand. And I was like, yeah. It's so cute. I love it. I love that the people in my life get to like subtly be a part of my art sometimes too. They're like, I'm low-key famous. I'm like, yeah. It's invaluable to me. I can't hold my own hand in a way that looks like two people holding hands in the angle they were holding them. And you can like try to mime holding a hand and then, you know, doing... Oh, I liked her like having this, scratching her head with her tool thing. Nope. Story truncated. Error 404. Bleh. Crushing Pop says, you love my sketch so far. Thank you. I've tried very, very hard on this one. Lucii has been very evasive. We had to hide all of the bards. I had to hide all of the... There's 3 bards. Don't tell her. They're on different layers, and I hid the folders just so that she could come out. Like anything, context is important. If you're looking at nudity to do a job, that's different than personal use. Yeah, dude. Oh, man. Sometimes, you know, when you draw spicy art as a spicy artist, people are like, oh, ooh, you must get, like, turned on drawing your own art. Like, ooh. And it's like, no, man. I'm in the zone and frustrated about, like, the fingers not looking right. There's no arousal here. It's pure rage. Why did I leave the hens for last? I say again. An echo of a repeated travesty that I have yet to learn from. All right, I got a little bit longer here, and then we're gonna take off. I've got to meal prep. I'm actually meal prepping some pizzas, some freezer pizzas. Oh, God. All right. Can we get to the outfit now? All right. No. We're almost there. Come on. So one of the worst habits, I actually don't have a lot of art from before I started doing commission work that was finished. Like in high school, I would start a lot of stuff and then never actually finish it. I would hit something where I would get stuck and like I just move on. So like, you know how I started this sketch like 3 times? Instead of keeping up until I found a sketch I really liked, I would just go, okay, well, this is close enough. And I would ink the parts that I liked. And then when I was trying to start doing the rest of the anatomy, it would get really difficult because a lot of stuff was already stuck in place. So if I wanted to change the angle of the arm, for example, like we're playing with over here, if I liked the hand that I liked and I inked that first, I'm married to that unless I redraw the whole thing. And this is like a big drawing with a bunch of other, it's like, oh man. So, God, I love fucking digital art. I love that I can erase and move stuff. What's my advice for those who are struggling to get back into art? Find something that you feel passionate about drawing. What's the best way to phrase it? Like fan art or something. Like, if you... Or D&D for me. So, like, one of the times I feel the most inspired to draw, like, my own characters doing their own things is when I have a D&D character. Some of my favorite sketches are of my artificer, Knack, because I played Curse of Strahd and just had all this, like, visual imagery, and, like, that really inspired me. And so I drew a lot of little doodles and stuff that were her in like action poses and with her little magic musket with the smoke billowing out and everything. And So it was something that really brought me joy. And it depends. In high school, I like to draw my little, like, blue-haired OC. And she was just, like, my favorite. Like, she was, like, my little mascot kind of thing back then, you know? And, I was just really passionate about seeing her. And so if there's, like, a character you really like, or, I have a friend who has an idea for like, there's a game they want to make, but they're like, I know it's really expensive and it's, like, difficult to pay an artist. And he's like, that means my options are that, like, I'm not going to be able to get a good artist, or I'm not going to be able to pay an artist something fair, or like, I kudos. He was like, I could use generative AI, but, like, that's just feels icky, and, like, I don't really want to do that. So I would rather learn to draw than use generative art for my game. I'm like, bro, thank you. Right? Because guess what? Like, if you generate stuff, it's not protected by, like, that's not your IP. And there's whole problems around that. So I'm just like, dude, yeah, that's the right fucking attitude. Like, well, I can't afford an artist. I will pick up a pencil and learn to fucking draw. And they've actually asked me how to draw and, like, where I would start and tips like that. And so I'm trying to be able to make those videos now. We're coming up to the end of the year, and, like, I've got so much experience trying to help people learn to draw, but part of it is feeling passionate about it and feeling happy with the result. And, like, not beating yourself up for learning, right? Because if you're like trying to, let's give her one, like, flop down. We'll do a flop down one. If you're trying to, like, learn, right? And you're like, oh, wow, this looks like shit. Oh, this is awful. I'm such a bad artist. Ugh. What? Where's your incentive to keep, like, you feel so good about it, don't you, right? Where's your incentive to continue if you're such an asshole to yourself about it, right? So it's okay to be like, wow, this hand's a little wonky, but I did really good, like, trying to make space for all 5 fingers, and, like, they're, maybe a little bit long, but, like, I got the right shape of hand grabbing something. And it's like, yes, it's the small wins, and knowing that it's through those small wins that you're going to find and rebuild that love. But if you're always just like, oh, this is so bad, this is so awful, just being mean to yourself about it never helps. So trying to give yourself, like, some kindness, finding something that you're really passionate about seeing. For a little bit, I really was enjoying drawing Karlach, but I didn't quite get to the point that I wanted with, like, drawing her from memory. Well, maybe I could draw her from memory, but I wouldn't be as good as I wanted. But for a little bit, I was like, huh. I'm trying to think what else got it. It just depends, whatever, like, actually inspires you. Some people like to go out in nature and just draw, or, like, look at trees and draw things based on the trees they see, or, like, what inspires you, and being positive about what you make, like, that will start fueling it, What's happening? Hey, Chopperino. I'm so sorry, I faltered so hard. How's it going? We've got Lucii here. I think I finally did it, you guys. We've got we had to hide the bards from the Bi Panic. I'm going to draw Lucii, and then after we've drawn Lucii, don't tell her. After I've drawn Lucii, then we're gonna bring the bards back out. I'm joking mostly. So I've been trying to draw this commission, and I'm on, like, the 3rd iteration of this pose. And I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to do it. Trying to get it done. Wait, alright, I want to get rid of that. I'm doing a different arm. Hold on. Don't know about the context about the bards. It's a commission. It's a 4-character commission, and the other 3 characters are bards. And the joke is that they're all being sexy bards as bards do. And Lucii is Bipanic incarnate. Like in game, when I played her, she would always clam up or get nervous if there was a beautiful woman nearby. Like, oh no. It was just funny. I may need to see an image of overalls, but I imagine it's something like that. Because then she's also going to have, like, a shirt on. It's not just booba. Not today. I think also her... What am I doing? Alright, we're going to come back and revisit the pose after we let it marinate for a little bit. Because there's a few things I think I want to adjust. But we're... Excuse me. But we're actually, like, getting to where I'm liking the pose. Alright, and then we go up. Okay. Whew. We're getting there, Lucii. We're getting there. I think I've just fucking... Hold on. Alright. Let's erase this part. Why did I start doing this in blue? So you guys can see the difference, I guess. I don't know. Why? Yeah, we've come a long way. I didn't like the old pose. So why she's looking at herself. Yeah, I like the stance is way better. Like, this has come a long way. I definitely still like some of the stuff about the original, so I'm trying to bring the pieces I like over, but... Oh my goodness. Alright. But I think that's as far as we might actually get for today. I need to actually do most of her clothing and everything on a different layer. So that I'm not getting lost, but, I might need to put her, her torso might be too short. It looks like the same problem I had with making her legs too short. It looks like I've made her torso too short. So we'll see. But I think this is actually pretty good. So... we actually have a Lucii. At least something that I can work with. Let me pull this one out so I can see. We did... Yeah, I love it. Alright. I'll have to do her face next time. But, this is a very bad cartoon. Not very bad, actually. It's just not what I was shooting for. I definitely need to fix some of the proportions there. I don't know. How do I want to do her bangs? Alright, that's fine. Cool. We did it, though. I count this as a Lucii. I'm gonna turn the blue red so that I recognize it as a sketch. Otherwise, I get confused. We're lagging. Hey. I just need to make sure she has the same, like, ultra nervous. Ah. We're not erasing. Oh, it's not on that layer. There we go. So I can actually come in and work on drawing her face next time, since I have a pose I like. We can come back and clean this up. I think this eye needs to be over more. We're just doing rough sketchies. It's on. Do I have to zoom in? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's on multiple layers. Shit. Select them both. Yeah. Much better. Alright, cool. Yeah, you know what? It's where we started and where we ended. We can put the legs away now. Like this. No. Alright, so now we flip Lucii. We put her over here. Are you guys ready? She can't run away now. She's already on the page. Boom, boom, boom. Wait, Artemis, what's wrong? All the bards. All of the bards are here. Oh, that's what's wrong. Where are... Oh. It dropped her layers down to the bottom. So let's bring those ones back up to the top. There we go. Cool. I think. And then we got Rhapsody. Perfect. We've got Lucii and the girls. We did it. We were successful. Persistence. Persistence pays off. It only took me 3 hours to draw Lucii. And 2 rounds of sketches. So you know what? It just goes to prove if you hang in there and you keep trying, eventually you can accomplish stuff. You just got to keep going, you know? Oh, we selected everything. Okay, I'll send that in a second. All right, everybody. Someone throw a save burger. Oh no, I still didn't save. Bootsy. Thank you. Bye, Panic the Bards. All right. So my bard, my bard, I didn't end up being attached to my bard. So I was like, well, what if I play Lucii, my artificer, because she would walk up to cute girls and NPCs and just be like, blue screen. So it was just kind of fun. Anyways, those are some lewd bards, just a little bit. This poor mechanic showed up to fix a washing machine and actually fixed it while they were walking around like that. Yeah, one of them climbed in the washing machine and was like, help, I'm stuck. And Lucii just pulls her out. She's like, there you go. Anyways, I'm gonna leave you guys on that one. I'm gonna see real quick what we have going on. I don't have anything else for, well, actually, if you want some merch, I was telling a story about my grandma, and going over to my grandma's house, and, oh no, there's nobody on doing art. If anybody knows anybody making art over on Twitch that you think I should raid, let me know. Otherwise, I see nobody on today that I know, and I don't like just dumping you guys into a random stream that I don't know the vibe or the quality of. Oh, all right, YouTube. I'm gonna wave. If you want, oh, did I fix the links last night? No, I suck. The links are on YouTube. Shit. You guys, are the links below on Twitch? I gotta get my shit together. If you want merch, you have to love me enough to find it. Those are the true fans. No, I'm kidding. I need to get my shit together and get you guys links. Otherwise, everybody take care. Have a good one. And I guess we'll see ya. It's tomorrow, Friday. I think we're going to do something tomorrow night, but maybe we'll do something fun. We'll see. I might take tomorrow off since I've made it the last 3 days. I made a streak streaming, you guys. Yes, we've had some uptime and I have been using it, and we have a Lucii. This has been a great week. has been amazing. Thank you for being a part of it. And thank you all for your support. It really means so much to me. And shout out again to Argon Falcon for just being an MVP and just like shotgunning the gift subs over there. Like confetti. Like all the confetti. Thank you, thank you. And thank you to Zay for almost 3 full years of support. That's crazy. You guys are amazing. Take care, have a good one, and say hi to the spiders in your house for me. Bye-bye. Just